in the past month. And I'll begin, before we get to this, just by mentioning that over the past dozen or so years since I've been coming to every board meeting, on occasion we've tried to recognize an athletic team for some type of really significant accomplishment. And at the end of the day, we've walked away from doing that because it's impossible to get all the athletes here together after they win a state championship or a group championship or anything like that. It's just logistically too difficult for us. But every once in a while, something happens that is truly unprecedented. And by unprecedented, I mean it never happened in the history of the school. My understanding is this particular achievement has never occurred in the history of Morris County. And that was the victory of 4 boys we have sitting in the back of the room at the Penn Relays a couple of weeks ago. For those of you who are not familiar with the sport of track and field or cross country or running, you probably are familiar with the Boston Marathon. Boston Marathon is the oldest marathon in the world, oldest continuously run marathon, began in 1897. This event, the Penn Relays, predates the Boston Marathon by a couple of years. And since the beginning, one of the signature events at the Penn Relays has been the 4x800. And for those of you who are not runners, that means that there are 4 athletes, each of whom run 800 meters to make up essentially 2 miles, what we would call 2 miles. So each runner is running a half mile and you get 2 miles. I mentioned that this has never happened in the history of Chatham High School or the history of Morris County. There hasn't been a team from the United States that has won this event in the past 10 years until a couple of weeks ago in the pouring rain and the cold and the wind. And I'm going to just let the video speak for itself. We're going to watch this race together. Don't worry, because it doesn't take those 4 gentlemen back there very much time to run 2 miles. It'll go by lickety-split. And then once we do that, I'm going to invite them up on the stage to say a couple of more words. So